Today we are going to be planting some hanging baskets. The plants we're going to use for our first two is this new Cool Wave Supertunia. We're going to use one of those. Actually, no, two. We're going to put two of those in there. And then we're going to put two of this new Superbells, the Calibracoa Double Magic Grapefruit. Magic Double Grapefruit. We're going to put two of those. And then we're going to put in one Supertunias, the Saffron Finch. I think those colors are going to look really pretty together, especially because in this front bed, I've got a bunch of pink and yellow. So let's fill up this thing. I've got to go get something to get the dirt out of because I am no longer strong enough to pick up those 2 cubic foot bags. Okay, we really don't need any biotone starter to put in because they're annuals and the biotone is specifically to get the roots developed, which on these annuals, they're not going to last anyway, so we don't really need it, but we're just going to add just a little bit. Just a tiny bit to it. You don't really need this. But the one thing I am going to add quite a bit to is this slow release. This one is from Proven Winners, but there are other types. This is a 15-7-15 for the numbers. It's like how much nitrogen, phosphorus, all of that is in here. So if you wanted to get a similar one, that is what the numbers are on this, 15-7-15. And this says, see the directions on this one. Half of a teaspoon per plant. So we have 5 plants, that's 2.5 teaspoons. It does come with a measuring spoon in it. So 1, 2.5. And this is just fertilizer is gonna release very slowly, so it's not gonna get it all at once. It'll last through the summer. I won't have to reapply this. The Supertunia Saffron Finch directly in the middle. It is the biggest plant, and I only have one of it. That definitely wasn't very rooted in. And then I think I'm going to do the Cool Wave. Or sorry, Cool Jazz. I keep calling it Cool Wave. It's Cool Jazz Supertunia. And it's another Vista, so this should grow really well. Then next, Superbells Magic Double Grapefruit. This is new this year, as is the Cool Jazz. I have never grown these. I've never made this combination before, so we shall see how it turns out. Do the other Double Bells Magic Superbells Double Magic. Superbells Magic Double Grapefruit. I can never get that quite right. None of these are rooted in very well, which I didn't think they would be. Sorry about that finish. My camera tipped over a little bit and you didn't get to see me plant that second Cool Jazz Supertunia, but this basket's all done, and now we're going to plant the second one. Now I might arrange the second one just a little bit differently just to see how it does, but there we have it. One Saffron Finch here. Superbells Double Magic, Superbells Magic Double Grapefruit, Cool Jazz, Cool Jazz. I can't wait until they all start blooming. Okay, so this time I put the Supertunia Saffron French directly in the middle up front with a Superbells Magic Double Grapefruit on each side there. And then in the back is where I planted the Supertunia Cool Jazz. So that's those two baskets. It's a hot one today, folks. Way too hot. I am super excited about the next two baskets we're going to plant because they're uber simplified. It's just going to be one plant in each basket, but I'm really looking forward to seeing what this plant does. And that plant is this beautiful hydrangea. It's from Proven Winners Fairytrail line, and this is the Fairytrail Fresco, which it should be bluish, maybe almost purple. Look at how that pretty that is already. This is one of those ones that the color of the flower changes dependent on the pH of the soil. If you have a high pH, it'll be pink. If you have an acidic lower, no. Yes. Yes. Alkaline is high, acidic is lower, I think. Whatever the acid, if you have acidic soil, this is going to be blue on the flowers. And if it's alkaline soil, it's going to be pink. Now this is a bigger plant in a bigger pot, so I'm not filling this to the top. I'm not sure how much soil I'm going to need. And this is a perennial, it's a hydrangea. So we are going to put more biotone starter in it because I do want it to develop really good roots. Next year, I am probably going to have to put this in a bigger basket. I actually will probably just end up putting it in a taller pot instead of a basket. But this year, I just wanted to put it in a hanging basket and see what it does. So more biotone starter this time. Gosh, look at this. This is so beautiful already. Oh, I'm going to have to stand up to this one. It is definitely ready to get potted up for sure. At this point, I'm hoping this basket is big enough. Just barely. This basket's barely big enough. I am going to go ahead and put some more of this slow release, premium continuous release plant food from Proven Winners on it. And I do need to put more soil in it, so just do that real quick. Okay, there we go. There's the first one. This basket is barely big enough for this. I should have got a 16 or an 18 inch. This is a 14 inch and it's barely big enough for this. So I suggest, especially if you want to keep it in a basket longer, to get a bigger hanging basket. This is probably only going to make it through this basket for the summer, hopefully. But look how pretty that is. Oh my goodness. Can't wait till it's all blooming blue or pink. So pretty. Well, there we go. 4 hanging baskets, 2 different types. And the Fairytrail Frescos are starting to go at it. They're so pretty. Look at the bluish coming off of that. Now to hang up the annual baskets with all of the Supertunias and the Superbells in it. I'm not sure why I thought that this little shepherd's hook would be strong enough to hold both of these baskets. It wouldn't even hold one. So we're going to have to go with plan B, and that is cementing a post into the ground and screwing in some plant hanging brackets onto it. In the meantime, these hanging baskets will just have to sit here until we get around to doing that. Hopefully in the next video, you will see them hung up.
I am roughly 3 to 4 feet away from this rose and I can already smell it. It smells so good. This is the Gertrude Eagle. It smells so lovely. The roses are starting to pop off. There's a Leonardo da Vinci right there. And then the Poet's Wife, standards. They smell excellent too. The Poet's Wife. Look at that bloom. That one's about to bloom. This is Scepter Dial. This lavenderish pink. They're all a little bit lighter blooms this year. And I don't know if that's because we planted them in January. And so they've only had a few months to prepare their blooms, or if they're getting too much shade in this area. I may need to limb down a couple branches off that tree. That huge bloom in the back there, that's from Memorial Day Star. The brighter pink down below, that's Double Knockout Punch. But the Scepter Dial is just so pretty. It's given me Olivia Austin vibes, which I have, but it hasn't started blooming yet. This, I'm pretty sure this one here in the middle is Olivia Austin, and it'll start blooming here pretty soon, but Scepter Dial is pretty similar. Oh, it's just looking good out here.
That's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and until next time, feed the pollinators for me.